In the previous video, we looked at how to install WordPress on our domain. And like I said earlier, if you want to install it on the main domain, you leave it as it is here. Okay. But if you wanted to install it on a subdomain, let's say I want to install WordPress on, which one will be the first one, humaira2.nogents.com. So I'll choose humaira2 like this. Then I'll come down, we'll change the name to make something like computer sales. The description is the same thing. Then the username, you have to take note of the username. It's very important. If you forget your username, you will find it difficult to log into your WordPress account. Remember, I keep repeating this WordPress account. The WordPress admin site is where you edit and create your website from. So you need to have credentials to be able to log into that part. And it needs to be very strong. You can't just type like something like admin and then pass and then it's done. No, it needs to be very strong. That's why you have a bad score here. You see bad 18/100. That's very, very bad. So we could have a name like my let's say computer shop. Usually it's the domain name. Okay, so if it is Nogents, you could just do Nogents. The username is okay. I could even say do something like I could say my relaxing and leave it like that. But the password must be very strong. And then I'm going to do a combination of a special character. Then let's say I will start from IRA2. You just want to throw people off. IRA2. Then you can use the last some numbers from your phone. So the last four of my digits, my phone number is 8883. The last four digits of my phone number, and I need to have a capital letter in there. You get that? So here it tells me that I have a score of 65/100, and that is strong. Okay, so that is it. I could also make it IRA to Huma. You get it? So you realize that inserting the password, the longer the better, the more you have a special character in there is also better. Numbers being part of it is better. Okay, so keep these things in mind when you are creating a password, not for WordPress only, but anywhere you are creating a password to whatever service. The strength of the password is very important. So let me write this down. Either to Uma 8883. Okay, then the password is admin at. There's no email address like this, so I'll just put my email address there. Okay, so you can change the admin email address later. Let me put it's @gmail.com. Yes, or we could have info@albert@nogents.com. So look at it very well. It is very important. I can't stress this enough, because if you forget, you cannot log into the admin account to be able to edit the WordPress. Okay, so that is done. Then you come and choose a theme. Now you see this, you can use it to navigate, move left and right. There's another one on the left hand side, the right hand side. That's the one I'm using. So I want to pick the same theme as the one I put on the web class, this one, TW class, so that we can all have the same template. So I'll click on it. And after clicking on it, okay. So there is selecting to your left. My window is small to hide certain parts of the screen so that you don't see sensitive info in my account. So to your right, like see where the mouse pointer is moving to your right, there is selecting this. When I click on this, asking if I want to, I'll say yes. Then if that is all that I need to come back up and see if there's something I left out. I think everything is checked. It is very important. I'm repeating this again. The admin account is very important. Admin username and admin password. When you write your password down, you make sure you put it where nobody can have access to. And with time, try to learn how to remember it so that you can destroy whatever sheet you wrote it on. And as you continue to grow your technology footprint, you have several different passwords and services that you use. So there are softwares called password managers. You may want to use one. So you have one master password to open that particular application. Then you have all the services you use and then the passwords. So I think we are done. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. All right, so it's saying that this is how I can access my website, and this is how I can access the admin site. Take note of this, please. Take note of this. So you have humaira2.norgens.com, that's the website. Then you have humaira2.norgens.com/wp-admin. Please take note of this. Next time you want to log into your admin account, this is the URL you will have to visit. And this is for Humaira2. Now, if you get this video, please, I'm going to install the same thing on all of your accounts. So I'll be sending you the username and password respectively to your individual account on the WhatsApp page so that you can log in to the admin section and edit. So it's going to come with your domain name /wp-admin. So anytime you want to visit the website, you go to your domain-name.com. That's all. But when you need to do the edit the website, you go to your domain-name.com/wp-admin. Okay. So when I click on this one, it's going to take me to the website. Okay, so here we are. See, this is the website in its glory. It's not edited, so we'll be editing it very soon. Change the text to meet what we want it to look like. And if I had clicked on this or gone to the domain name /wp, then it will take me to the dashboard. And you see here, it didn't ask for password because I'm already logged in. But on your end, it's going to ask for password, so take note of the password. So this is the WordPress admin dashboard. I think we looked at it some time ago. We'll be looking at it again this time around, going forward to edit our page. So thank you very much for this. As always, if you have questions, put it in the WhatsApp page and then we discuss it. Thank you.